Good morning, folks. My name is Kendrick Celestine. Today in my video, I'm going to be talking about what is your rights of the Constitution. Well, before I pronounce the video on what is your rights of the Constitution, I'm going to pledge allegiance to the flag before I even start making this video about what's my rights of the Constitution. Put my right hand on your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Let's get started. All right. In the history, you know how we got the Constitution. So, and the Constitution got started on September 17, 1787 was created. And it was ratified on June 22nd, 1788. On March 4th, 1789 was actually the date was affected. Well, let's get started. All right. We're going to get started with the 27 amendments. All right. First Amendment prohibits a Congress from making of any laws respecting establishment of religion, independent of freedom of exercise of religion, brandishing of the freedom of speaking, pillaging of on the freedom, on the press, interfering with the rights to peacefully assemble or prohibited, a petition for the government reduce of griefs. And Second Amendment, protect the right to keep and bear arms. Third Amendment, place restrictions on the quartering of soldiers in private homes without owners. Consider prohibited it during peacetime. Fourth Amendment, prohibited unreasonable search and service, I don't know what the word is, but service, and sets out requirements for search warrants based on probability cases as determined by a neutral judge or magistrate. And Fifth Amendment, set out the rules for your indictment by grand jury in element dominate, protects the rights to due process and prohibits self-incrimination and double jeopardy. Okay. Sixth Amendment, protect the rights to a fair and speedy public trials by jury, including the rights to be notified of accusation to confront the accusers, to obtain witnesses, and to retain counsel. Seventh Amendment provides for the right to the trial by the jury in certain civil cases according to the common law. The Eighth Amendment prohibits of exercise finance in exercising exercise the trial, exercise the bail, as well as a cruel and unusual punishment. The Ninth Amendment, protect the rights and not emerge them in the Constitution. The Tenth Amendment, reinforce the principles for the Federalists by starting that the federal government is possession only for those powers and delegate to it by the states or the people through the Constitution. 11th Amendment, to make an amendment from the suit from outlaw citizens or foreigners not living within the state border, lays the foundation of civil immunity. I don't know. Okay. The 12th Amendment, relieves presidential elections proceed by having the president and the vice president elected together as opposite to the vice president being the runner-up. 13th Amendment, abolishing slavery and invalidate certain accepting as a punishment for a crime. The 14th Amendment defines citizenship, contain the privilege or immunity, immunities, claims, the dual process of claims of equal protection, cases and it deals with the post-Civil War issue. The 15th Amendment. The prohibitors of denial of the rights to vote based on the race, color, and previous condition of certain attitude. The 16th Amendment. Permit Congress to leave income tax without importing it in amount the states are facing into United States centers. The 17th Amendment. Establishing the direct election of the United States. The 18th Amendment. The prohibited manufacturing or sale within the United States. The 19th Amendment is prohibited denial of the right to vote based on sex. The 20th Amendment changed the date on which of the terms of the president and the vice president on January the 20th, and the senators and representatives on January the 3rd, and in the beginning. And 21st Amendment repealed. The 18th Amendment makes it a federal offense to transport or import intoxicating liquor into the U.S. states, and terrorists where such as transport importations is prohibited by the law of those states and territories. 22nd Amendment. The limits of the number of the time that a person cannot be elected president. A person cannot be selected more than twice, and a person who has served more than 2 terms of the term to which someone else was elected cannot be selected more than once. 23rd Amendment. The grant of the District of Columbia elected see the number of the electorals begin equally to the least populous states in electoral college. All right. The 24th Amendment prohibits of the salute revocation. The 24th Amendment. The revocation of the voting rights due to the non-payment of a IPD tax or any other tax. The 25th Amendment addresses successions of the presidency and establishment reproduce both of filling a finance in the office of the vice president as well as responding to the presidential disabilities. 26th Amendment. The prohibited of the denial of the right of the U.S. citizen of 18 years of age or older to vote on account of age. The 27th Amendment. Delay of laws affecting congressional of salary from taking effect until after this next election of representatives. So this is my take on what is your right of the Constitution. So I hope you guys like my video. So please like, dislike, share the video, see what you think. I will continue making more later on in the future. You folks, hope you guys enjoyed my video. I did the best I can in my ability. So I hope you folks have a wonderful day. This is Kendrick Celestine, my folks.